Welcome back to Doc's Lock Shop and Forge. So today is a bit of a production day, replacing stock that sold over Christmas. So I'm making some flint strikers. I'm making the mini ones I've been carrying for a fair while. I'm also making some slightly larger ones out of some old files that I've got kicking around. So today is going to be very much a production day. You're welcome to join me for the production run. If not, I'm sorry. I've got nothing much else to offer at the moment. Today is at the moment it's post-Christmas catch-up, so it's making stuff and getting stuff ready for the shop for the next year or so. So let's get these hot and let's see how we go. Whilst the forge comes up to temperature, I'll just discuss the stock that I'm using. So this is stretched out garage lifter spring. It's about 7mm in diameter, so about 5/16 I believe. And these are 100mm or 4-inch lengths. The files, well, that's just what I have lying around, and they are random sizes, random thicknesses. Generally I cut them about 80 to 90mm, so that's about 90, that's 80. That's 80 because it's a bit thicker. That one's still got the tags, it's a bit shorter, same with that one. So the thinner ones I cut a little bit longer than the thicker ones. As far as files go, I just generally attend old estate auctions and whatnot and pick up job lots. So currently I've got about 50 or 60 old files ranging in size from needle file to bastard files that are around about 1/2 metre, if not a bit longer than 1/2 metre. So what's that? 20 inches or so in length. So yeah, they're a great way to get good steel at low cost. Downside with files, if you're doing something other than, for example, these, which are flint strikers, you do need to grind off the teeth, as they make for great places for fractures to start. As you can see with this single cut file, this fracture line follows pretty close to the actual angle of the teeth. So, the forge is getting hot. Let's get some steel hot. So for the little ones out of the round stock, I'm going to take off a piece, or offset a piece about, looks like it's about 25mm or close to 1 inch. It's a little bit under 1 inch, which will form the actual grip portion that wraps around the fingers for these flint strikers, which I'll draw out just a flat, and then once I've got those drawn out, I'll square up the round section in the middle to give the final length. And once I've got them all drawn out, then I'll do the bending over and heat treatment. As this material was coiled, step one is to straighten it. And if you find any cracks developing as you go, it's best to discard that piece. once you've got these started, it's usually a good idea to switch over to a cross peen to get more extension than width. Because I'm working at the edge of the anvil, a straight peen actually works out really well. Tiny bit more. We just need this surface to be reasonably flat. On your anvil are a little bit too radiused for fine tiny work. The Hardy block or an anvil block is not a bad idea. This one needs, I need to make an adapter so this one fits a bit better. But they give you need to get that one again. having a tang that's central is you got to, as a start, get that driven down. So what we're going to do is we're going to work this corner, and then once we've got that reasonably smooth, then we'll flip it over and drive the tang down to even out, and then we can straighten it out. This way we avoid a fold here. Once that piece comes back up to heat, we'll start working on the next one. And we are using a rounding hammer for this. I've gone and done it the wrong way around, haven't I? I have a feeling these files were used for brass. Every now and again I get that little bit of blue glow. See if we can salvage this. Probably not. Might just have to grind that out. Super critical, and you're going to go into water. You need pretty coarse grains to get better sparks. So after this, I will back temper the horns a little bit so that they don't crack. do that whilst we heat treat the small ones, because we're going to use the gas torch for that. So it all works out. And you leave these as hardened. This is a quick test run. So that one works really well. So how did we go? Well, we've got all 7 of the small ones done, and we have 2 out of the 5 larger ones. So they came out pretty good. Although each one is different, they're quite symmetrical. So I'm quite happy with that. These will all be up on the Etsy shop by the time you see this video, so hopefully some will still be there. I do strike test every one of them, so they all get them working over on the flint. The little ones do take a lot more technique than the big ones. The big ones, basically, if you make contact, you're pretty much likely to get the spark. But that's the penalty of a lightweight, small striker. So, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Feel free to share on social media. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. When you do, ring the notification bell. So get out to your shop. Have fun, but do stay safe. And I'll catch you for the next one.